Yeah, what's up? Tony Touch in the place to be. What's going on? You checking on my man Jay Hart. It's the Big Bang Show, baby. Let's go.
Yeah, Tony Touch. Too short.
Too short.
You know? Corrupt in the building. You hear me?
I'm fucking him up like that,
Tony
man.
Dogga!
Hey, we are with Tony Touch right now, riding in New York City. Hey man, what's up?
What's going on? Como ça va?
So first question, man, who is Tony Touch?
Who is Tony Touch? Jeez. That's a good question. Born and raised Brooklyn, New York. You know what I mean? Most know me as mixtape DJ. Some know me as producer. Some know me as promoter. Some know me as, just a DJ playing like that. An artist, There's many titles. So I let the people decide.
Yeah.
Don't call me lazy.
Oh man, no, you're not really lazy.
Yeah.
You did breakdance, as you said, producer, actor,
Some people know,
slash,
yeah, that's right.
And to know more about you, we will start with three quick questions. Sorry. If Tony Touch were the breakdance step, which one it would be?
If I was to do one step, you mean?
I mean, like no breakdance step.
If I was a step,
Yeah, a breakdance.
I'd be in 1990.
If you were a scratch, a technique scratch, like you'd be a flare, a cut, or what?
If I was, let me see. If I was a scratch, yeah, I'd be a flare.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
And if you were a book,
If I was a book,
yeah.
I'd be nonfiction.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you just dropped the piece Maker Volume 3.
That's right.
Can you tell us more about this project, man?
It's the Peacemaker 3. So it's the follow-up from the Peacemaker 1 and 2. And it is also the return of the 50 MCs. I incorporated the same concept as the 50 MC concepts, which was a very famous mixtape
Yeah.
I did in the 1990s. I did 3 of them. So I didn't want to do 50 MCs Part 4, So I just did Peacemaker 3, Return of the 50 MCs, and it's my 100th mixtape. So it's 3 different brands tied into one, and it's half album, half mixtape. A lot of the songs are just freestyles, and some of the songs are, songs, choruses, stuff like that.
Yeah. The featuring list on this album is crazy, man. You got a lot of people. Like you said, like 50 MCs.
Yes.
How was the process to do this project, man?
I would get the beats together first, collect the beats. Shout out to the Beat Nuts. They produced like half the album. Those are like my brothers, and I've been working with them for many, many, many years and collaborated with them for so many different projects. So they produced half the album for me. That was the goal, was to first find the right beat. And I had certain artists that I already knew I wanted to work with. A lot of them I had already worked with in the past.
Yeah.
Because I wanted it to be like a reunion album with some of my favorite artists like Busta Rhymes or KRS or Eminem or Black Thought. And then I wanted to get some new artists that never worked with before, that were veterans also, like Too Short, Twista. And then I also wanted to work with some of the young new artists that are respected in the MC community, like Action Bronson and Joel Ortiz and Willie the Kid, and guys like that. So it's a full package of all of that, all of the above.
Yeah. And you also drop like 50 videos
Yeah.
for this Peacemaker album. From these 50 videos though, what is your best memories?
Oh man, the 50 videos. Well, I think some of the best memories are some of the ones I didn't show, which is of my family and stuff like that.
Yeah.
This is how I made the 50 webisodes, because I was putting together a movie for my daughter's Sweet 16, and I started finding all this footage. Half of it, I didn't even remember I had half of the footage. You know, all that weed smoke, man. I forgot everything I had. I'm finding all this stuff. I'm like, this is incredible, you know. So I decided to create a web series to promote the album out of that footage. And there's some great things on there. A lot of behind-the-scenes footage of working at the studio, working on my albums, 50 MC albums, Peacemaker albums. Some of my favorite tour stuff on the road with like Guru, Nas, and Wu-Tang and stuff like that. So many great memories, you know. One of the ones that's probably my favorite is the Guru footage of the performance with Guru and Donald Byrd in Europe. That was my first time in Europe. It was my first experience as like a real tour DJ on the road. So, you know, that was it for me.
Okay. About that, Ben, that is the same for you to mix in US, that mixing in Europe? I mean, the crowd react on the same track?
What was that again?
I mean, like, you know, to mix in US and to mix in Europe, that is the same? The crowd, the public react on the same track?
No, it's a little different. I think the Europe heads appreciate East Coast hip hop more. Here in the States, it's all sectioned out. You know, certain places you go to here in the States, they want to hear more music that's more nationwide, commercial. Not all the time, but most of the time, you know. Most of the time I go to Europe, there's more appreciation for the original art form.
Okay, and you started your career in the 80s. Did you expect that hip-hop will become a big industry like it is today?
No, not at all. I started off dancing. I just wanted to dance. I wasn't even DJing, nothing. I was just, I was just heavy into b-boying, breaking, and that's all I wanted to do, you know. I just did the DJ thing and the other stuff out of boredom and, maybe just not satisfied with the way I heard the DJs playing. I felt, I said, I could do this, I could do that.
Okay.
And that's how that happened.
And after more than 30 years of career, what's your first motivation to still doing hip-hop?
Well, I think at the end of the day, it keeps me young.
Yeah.
That's number one. The energy of it, it keeps me young, keeps me motivated. I'm still a fan of, making beats and hearing the dope new beat. And I'm a fan first before anything. That's what makes it, I think, makes me enjoy it still. It's because I'm still a fan before I'm an artist, before I teach anything,
I think that's why you're still doing it.
Yeah.
The love is...
Yeah, it's genuine. It's love, and I respect what other people are doing when they're doing something incredible, and it's motivating.
Yeah. And compared to the 90s, what is for you the difference to be a DJ in 2013 now?
Number one is the technology.
Yeah.
Now you can travel with 20,000 records in your laptop. Back in the 90s, you're very limited as to what you can travel with.
Yeah, sure.
So now you can broaden your horizons more now in DJing and experiment and do different things. So that's the first thing, the technology. But that doesn't mean the sound quality is as good. I think we've lost certain quality of sound because of the digital age.
Sure.
Compared to analog, the analog sound, which is the 90s sound, which I miss,
And about the business side, do you think that's the same? I mean, like, do we have to make the same move like you used to do?
No, I think now it's different because people are able to get their music faster and easier now. Back in the days, people spent more money on music and made an effort to go and find that record or find a 12-inch or however you bought your music. Now everything is digital. It's just a click away, and on top of that, everybody's sharing music. So the money's definitely not the same.
Yeah, sure.
In the 90s,
I guess.
you know, with all that stuff. So we had to reinvent ourselves and adapt and come up with new methods to make the technology work for us.
Yeah, and you know about technology though. Do you think that the Serato killed the status of the DJ?
Yeah, in a sense, because now it's good because again, the technology of it allows us to travel with our entire library. But it's not good because everybody's sharing files and it's easy for everybody to just get a record collection.
Yeah.
Back in the days, you used to have to work to get a really good record collection.
Sure.
Nowadays, everybody just shares files. And even back in the day, we used to buy records. You used to have to buy 2 copies so that you can do your back and forths and stuff like that. And now you just have to buy 1 copy of the record and flip it over to the other side. So that's part of the reason why records don't sell as much either. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hip hop DJs used to buy everything in 2s.
Yeah.
So
yeah, because
no money now.
back in the day, the DJ was really big. I mean, like DJ was more important than the MC back in the days.
Yeah, I mean, it's still important because no matter what, a good DJ is going to always be the one that really makes your party incredible. A good club is going to need a good DJ. It doesn't matter, all the technology in the world a person could have. If they don't have DJ skills, that doesn't mean that your party is going to be successful or your event. And also, there's still radio stations. I'm on the radio still. It's very important. We're still introducing new music. The difference is now artists are able to do like their own mixtapes. Maybe they don't need DJs for their mixtapes. Or with the technology, they don't even need a DJ to travel with them anymore. But the DJ is still very relevant in 2013 for introducing new music and for creating ambiance at your party.
Yeah, sure. And you're also a music producer. What is for you the most important thing in hip hop beats?
I don't know. I'm still a fan of samples, stuff like that. Being creative with samples and loops.
But do you think that the battery is more important, or the sample, or the melody, or
It's always going to be for me the drums, the battery. It's always the drums to make everything. If the drums are not right, nothing is really going to fall into place for me.
Yeah.
For hip hop, it's different with different genres of music. But for hip hop, the drums have to be nice and thick and solid.
Sure. So we're close to finish this interview, and I got the 3 classic questions on the Big Bang Show, man.
Okay.
First question: what is for you what is the best? What is better than money for you?
Better than money, peace of mind.
Okay. And what's your definition of hip hop?
Definition of hip hop?
Yeah.
It's something you live. It's a culture. It's a state of being. It's everything. It's not just music. It's the dress. It's the way you talk, the way you carry yourself.
Okay. And what is a classic Tony Touch outfit?
Tony Touch outfit?
Yep.
Well, today I'm wearing Adidas, so it's usually Adidas or Nike. Of course, we got Rocksteady gear. But traditional, shell toe Adidas still with the fat laces. I'm still rocking. You know what I mean? I got a pair of Adidas today.
Okay.
Keep them clean. I keep them clean. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, man. Man, thank you to for this interview. Though, if you want, if you don't say something else, you can say something else if you want.
Shout out to the people, whoever's watching this, man. Especially the people in France and Paris who have always supported real traditional hip hop music, East Coast, New York sounding rap. And I love France, and just big up, man. Thank you.
Yeah.
Merci beaucoup.
And yeah, last thing, remind us where we can find your album, where we can buy it. Is it on iTunes?
It should be available on every digital format.
Okay.
We have distribution from Sony,
Okay.
so it should be everywhere. If it's not, you let me know. Or you can buy it at TonyTouch.com. I sell everything on TonyTouch.com still, all the old mixtapes and t-shirts. And, you can also do bookings through my website. So there it is.
Thank you, man.
Tony Touch, 50 MC. Let me show you what we gonna do with this. My nigga Hart took the homie package and stole all a nigga loot. Savage popped and made his cabbage swell up like a